Well, hey friends, another week has come and gone, and that means I'm here with home fragrance empties for the last week. I don't have as much this week because I was focusing on Second and Spruce. If you know anything about Second and Spruce, you know that her wax is really strong and lasts a long time. So I do have a decent stack of Second and Spruce, but I have a few things from other vendors and a little stack of Scentsy here as well. So we will start with Scentsy. I finished off a room spray in Candy Cane Buttercream. You guys, this has been in my hall bathroom for probably close to a year. Just use it here and there. I love Candy Cane Buttercream. I don't know if that many people love it because it's a little bit of a lighter performer, but I love how vanilla bean buttercream heavy it is with just the hint of mint from the Bring Back My Bar, that marshmallow mint. I like that one better than Candy Cane Buttercream, but still really enjoyed this scent, and it was a good room spray. This was the old formula, and it's the one that's got some oil in it, and so you did have to be careful because it would make the floor slick. I don't know if I've tried any of the new formula or not, but I know that I can't get this one again, you know, in particular. For bars, I have a couple of different strawberry bars. First up is Strawberry Sweetie. I talk about this one quite a bit. I really love this scent. This is juicy strawberries and sugar. It is a very, very sweet candied strawberry, and almost is so sweet that it leans a little bit sour, like a little bit of a sour candy type of scent. Really beautiful. Love this strawberry on its own. Love it mixed, and it's a very good performing bar. Then Strawberry Bliss. This has notes of strawberry puree, jasmine, and champagne. So this was from the Easter collection last year, and they brought it to the catalog this year. And I was excited about this because I remember really liking this bar from that Easter collection because it's strawberry, but it has the hints of floral from the jasmine. It's a very, very pretty scent. However, I melted this bar in this wax room, and I really didn't get much throw from this at all. This was so light, and I don't remember it being light last year. This is a new bar. This is from this year when they brought it to the catalog. Just, yeah, it was not a good performer. So because of that, I don't think I'm gonna get any more. I'm going to let it go, which is a shame because it is a really pretty strawberry, but it didn't throw for me. Sad to see this one go, but I have enjoyed it immensely over the last few years, and that is Pink Leather. This was a scent of the month, I want to say August of 2023, if I remember right. It's strawberry, toasted vanilla, and leather or something like that. This is the most beautiful, ever so slight leather, but very strawberry vanilla heavy bar. It's perfumey. It is beautiful. Very feminine. Loved this scent so much. I've seen it in some bundles recently during flash sales, so hopefully I can get my hands on more of this bar in the future. I've just kind of babied the stack of it that I had. Love this scent so much. Definite repurchase. Another scent of the month from a few years ago that I really loved. This was maybe May of 2023. I don't know for sure, but Pacific Mist. Loved this one. Had this in my club for a long time when I had a club because I loved this bar so much. It's such a nice aquatic, kind of musky aquatic fragrance. Really pretty for the bedrooms. I've got one more of this. It's currently in my summer melting basket, so I'm going to try to finish it off this summer just to not bring it into another summer. But it is a beautiful aquatic scent and another scent of the month that I thought was a winner. From a previous Bring Back My Bar, I want to say the last round of Bring Back My Bars, I had Taj Mahal. And this says a soft oriental fragrance with notes of musk, amber, and florals. This one's a very interesting scent. Based on those notes, I would not think it would smell like what it does on warm. But to me on warm, this is very baby powder-esque. It's a soft, perfumey floral with a lot of powdery notes. I really like this. It's melting in my bedroom currently. It's not a bar that I need tons of, but it's very unique. I don't have much powdery scents in my collection at all. And so this one, when this Bring Back My Bar was available, just really stood out. Yeah, soft florals and that kind of baby powder scent. Really pretty and a good performer. From the breast cancer collection, I finished off my last bar of Positively Pink. I'm sure this is one that Summer gifted me. She gave me her whole breast cancer collection because I actually really ended up liking this collection, and I would buy all of them again if they were available. But in particular, this one was my favorite. I don't have the notes to share, but this is a perfumey, cherry perfumey scent. Kind of makes me think of the Sanderson Sisters bar, makes me think of Tom Ford Lost Cherry. Not that it's identical to that, but it's definitely in that same scent category to me as just a beautiful cherry perfume. Loved this for the bedroom so much. Yeah, and just I really enjoyed all of the bars in this collection. I just didn't love it in October. You know, it came out for breast cancer awareness, which, you know, that month is October, and none of these bars were October for me. So I saved my kit and I didn't melt any of them until, you know, that next spring or so. And then I realized how much I liked them and I wish I would have gotten more, but that's okay. It's all good. But it's definitely a bar that I would get in the future. And then last from Scentsy, in the current catalog, one of our 10 new scents is Italian Sunshine. And this is definitely one of the standouts for the 10 new scents. I would say Italian Sunshine, Island Bloom, Barefoot Beach, and Ocean Shimmer. Those are my 4 out of the 10 that I really love. A Desert Twilight would be the 5th one. I love this bar so much. Italian bergamot, coconut, berries, and amber. To me, this is perfumey. It's body care-esque, but it's also warm sun, suntan lotion, suntan oil in nature. And the combination of that and the perfume, oh my gosh. So pretty. Definitely a bar that before the catalog changes, I have to make sure I'm stocked up on this because it's one of those scents that I just don't want to be without. So that is it for Scentsy this week. For vendor that's not Second and Spruce, I have one lone sample from Teddy Bees, and that is in Beach Blanket. This is going in my 3rd bedroom right now, and this sample has been going for probably 3 days. It's really pretty. I know it's kind of a dupe of a Bath & Body Works scent, and I couldn't tell you what it is, like coconut something from Bath & Body. Laundry leaning, but also coconut and aquatic. I know Stephanie loves this, Summer loves this one. Really pretty scent and a good performer, a powerhouse. I know a lot of you are always asking, what are the strong Teddy Bees fragrances? Beach Blanket. Beach Blanket is a strong one. From Sweet Tooth Scents, finished off a souffle in Downtown Barbershop. I love barbershop scents so much, and this barbershop reminds me a lot of the oil that Beth from Lavender and Speckles uses, which is my favorite. There's something so masculine cologne about it. It's just stunning. So this is bergamot, woodsy spice, basil, and oak moss. If you like the masculine cologne fragrances, try Barbershop from Sweet Tooth Scents, from Lavender and Speckles, any of the above. Speaking of Lavender and Speckles, I have one clamshell, and that is in Lilac Clouds Beach Marshmallow. So I'm definitely getting a little bit more into the floral lately. This is fresh lilacs blended with marshmallows, magnolia blossoms, and beach marshmallow. This was just okay. On cold, I get a lot of the lilac and it is very pretty, but I'm not getting much beach marshmallow from it. And this one was light at best. There's Rip. Not the best performing clam that I've ever had, so probably not one that I would get again, but I always like trying new things. And like I said, I was kind of exploring a little bit of floral scents. From Candles by Victoria, I finished off my last 2 scent shots. So I was actually working on Candles by Victoria and working on kind of whittling down my collection when she announced that she was closing, which I'm so sad because she has some absolutely amazing wax. But these are my last 2 scent shots. I do have 1 loaf from her. I'm saving that for the fall, but that is my only item left from her shop. So we have just the classic Bonfire Bliss. I absolutely love Bonfire Bliss on its own, blended in different blends with leaves. It's just such a nice woodsy, smoky fragrance. Perfect for the fall. This was gorgeous. And then Drunk Elves. This was like a eggnog, boozy eggnog type of fragrance. It was good. Had some spice, like cinnamon spice to it. I don't want to talk about those too much because unfortunately you cannot get them, but glad to have used them and warmed them and enjoyed them. Okay, and so my second and spruce was trying to focus this week on the second and spruce that I had in my summer melting basket because I have a lot of scents from last summer from her that I haven't touched yet this year. And she's got an RTS coming up. I'm not sure when I'm posting this, but I kind of need to make some room and I just need to melt her stuff. So these are all mini loaves of scents. So first up, we have Strawberry Sippin' on Summer. And this was from the Summer Leaven sampler last year. This is muddled strawberries, sugar, lemonade, and ginger ale. This was incredibly strong. Definitely the strongest of any of these on cold and on warm. I could tell just smelling it on cold that I was like, okay, this is gonna last 3 days. So this I put throughout my whole open concept. All of these were open concept melts for me. I left this in for 2 days before I was like, okay, I'm ready to be done with it. I can enjoy a lemonade, ginger ale, fizzy, fruity summertime scent, but to an extent. It's not my favorite scent category, and so it's great for a hot summer day, but a full 48 hours of it was just like a little too much for me. So great performer, enjoyed this a lot, but just not one that I would personally get again. Summer PJs. Was really looking forward to melting this one because I love White Clouds. This is White Clouds, coconut milk, sugared citrus, and ocean mist. So White Clouds is a laundry type or like a fabric softener maybe, but it's a very soft, gentle laundry scent. This was gorgeous, very fresh, really got the citrus hints to it. Not sure if it's one I would get again. I might get it in a clamshell, but I wish that the citrus had been a little bit toned down. It was a little front and center, and I wish that the White Clouds, the coconut, or the ocean mist would have been more front and center, and I would have gotten less of the sugared citrus, but still was a really good scent. Danny and Sandy. This is one of the newest ones I have from her. This is Beach Party, which is her beach nights type, Midnight Campsite, Extra Gooey S'mores, and a hint of summer breeze. This was really interesting. It was definitely beach nights, but you got a very smoky scent, and I almost got like a bakery crunchy cookie type of fragrance. Really interesting combination. It was good, but I can't say it was a love. Like, of all of her beach nights that she does, there are ones I like much better than this. The smokiness, the kind of bakery notes I was getting mixed with the beach nights, I don't know. Good, like I said, but just not my favorite. So probably not one that I would get again. Today I'm melting Concession Row. And if you're a bakery lover, this is bakery lover heaven. This is waffle cone, cake batter ice cream, beignets, kettle corn, and sugared berry drizzle. What I'm really getting is like the waffle cone, the beignets. I almost get like a cinnamon sugar donut type of fragrance. Very, very cinnamon sugar bakery heavy. So pretty. This is, you know, good on its own for the open concept, but also would make for a great blender. Can't say I'm getting kettle corn at all, which I'm happy about. I'm not really a popcorn fan. And then the sugared berry drizzle, I don't think I'm getting much berry. It's really just a heavy bakery. Very, very pretty. And then lastly, we have Coco Cabana. Really enjoyed this scent. This is Coco Cabana Cream, the Brazilian Crush, Serosa 39, Shea, almond milk, and coconut milk. So this scent actually was discontinued, the Sol de Janeiro 39. It was discontinued and they just recently brought it back. I don't think it was a big hit, and it actually was not my favorite because it smells very buttered popcorn. There is something very popcorn-esque about that fragrance, and I just don't think it fits right for a body care. So I wasn't so sure how I was going to feel about this one because I knew what I felt about the body care, but I liked this a lot. I liked it a lot better in wax than I do in a fine fragrance mist. This was gorgeous because it's perfumey, but it has like bakery, musky, kind of deeper qualities to it, you know, probably from like the almond milk, the coconut. There is something kind of heavier about this scent, very sultry in some ways. I liked this a lot. I definitely would get this one again if she ever brings it back. So I'm glad with my little stack of Second and Spruce here. I'm going to keep on my Second and Spruce train. Right now, my focus is Second and Spruce in the open concept, and then Scentsy in the bedrooms, and I'm hoping to finish off those two categories of what's in my summer melting basket. And then once I finish those, I'm hoping to go to Teddy Bees and then the rest of my vendor wax. That is my plan. We will see what happens. But that is it for my home fragrance empties for this last week. Short and sweet. We'll see what next week brings. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye.